Good morning to all. Today we are going to study about the another concept on probability theory, that is definitions of continuous probability distribution, continuous distribution function, next exponential distribution function. Continuous distribution function, in that you have to study mean, variance and standard deviation, and exponential distribution function. In this case we have studied mean, variance and standard deviation. First we have to study about the what is meant by continuous probability distribution. Continuous probability distribution. Here, if for every x belonging to the range of constant random variable, if for every x belonging to the range of constant random variable x belong to capital X, we assign a real number f of x satisfying condition f of x is greater than 0, satisfying condition f of x is greater than or equal to 0, and integration over minus infinity to infinity f of x dx, which is equal to 1. Integration minus infinity to infinity f of x dx, which is equal to 1. Then f of x is called as a continuous probability function, or probability density function, or this can be called a probability density function for x belongs to L. Here condition is f of x is greater than or equal to 0, and minus infinity to infinity means you have to take f of x dx, which is equal to 1. If p of a is less than or equal to x is less than or equal to b, then integration over a to b f of x dx, this can be written as integration over a to b f of x dx. Next definition is continuous distribution function, that is CDF. This is CDF. First, if x is a constant random variable with probability density function, if x is a constant random variable with probability density function, we have to write f of x, which is equal to integrate p of x is less than or equal to x, p of x is less than or equal to x, that which is equal to minus infinity to infinity f of x dx. Again here capital F of x, which is equal to d by dx of f of x, capital F of x, which is equal to d by dx of f of x. Here continuous distribution function means if x is a constant random variable with probability density function, then f of x, which is equal to p of capital X is less than or equal to x, which is equal to minus infinity to infinity f of x dx. Next, f of x, which is equal to d by dx of f of x. Next, note. What is the note? If r is any real number, then the probability is p of x is greater than or equal to r. P of x is greater than or equal to r, then which is equal to r to infinity f of x dx. Here p of x is less than r means you have to take minus infinity to r f of x dx. P of x is less than r means you have to take minus infinity to r f of x dx. We know that condition, if it is less than means you have to take 1 minus greater than, that is 1 minus p of x is greater than or equal to r. We know that already p of x is greater than or equal to r means r to infinity f of x dx. In that we have to put it. Next, this is p of x is less than or equal to r means less than r means 1 minus r to infinity f of x dx, Next, again mean for the continuous distribution function, mean is minus infinity to infinity x f of x dx. Mean is minus infinity to infinity x f of x dx. What is the variance? Variance is minus infinity to infinity x square f of x dx minus mean whole square. This mu is the mean whole square. Next, what is the variance? Minus infinity to infinity x square f of x dx minus mu square. Again, or this can be written as minus infinity to infinity x minus mu whole square f of x dx. If you get a variance means what is the standard deviation? This is the square root of variance. Next, again another definition is exponential distribution. What is exponential distribution? Here exponential distribution is the continuous probability distribution f of x is defined as continuous. The continuous probability distribution f of x is defined by exponential distribution is the continuous probability distribution function f of x is defined by f of x is r alpha e to the power of minus alpha x if x is greater than 0, if x is greater than 0, or f of x is 0 otherwise f of x is known as the exponential distribution function. Again here, what is exponential distribution? The continuous probability distribution f of x is defined by f of x which is equal to alpha e to the power of minus alpha x is greater than 0, f of x is 0 otherwise. Here f of x is known as an exponential distribution function. Again here, what is the condition for exponential distribution? F of x is greater than or equal to 0. Again second one, minus infinity to infinity f of x dx is 1. Minus infinity to infinity f of x dx is 1. Here minus infinity to infinity f of x dx is, here this can be split into minus infinity to f of x dx, minus infinity to 0 f of x dx, plus 0 to infinity f of x dx. This can be split into minus infinity to 0, 0 to infinity. Here 0 is greater than means up to infinity. Here otherwise means you have to take x is less than 0. Here minus infinity to 0 means here 0 minus infinity, here minus infinity to 0 means what is the f of x? F of x is 0. 0 to infinity means what is the value of f of x? F of x is alpha e to the power of alpha x, that is here this goes to 0. Next 0 to infinity alpha e to the power of minus alpha x dx is, in place of 0 to infinity f of x dx is 0 to infinity alpha e to the power of minus alpha x dx. Here with respect to dx, alpha is constant, take it outside. Integration of e to the power of alpha x is e to the power of minus alpha x divided by minus alpha. Next again take it outside, that is alpha get cancelled, minus is take it outside, e to the power of minus alpha x 0 to infinity. Again this is upper limit, e to the power of minus alpha minus e to the power of 0. E to the power of minus alpha is 0, minus e to the power of 0 is 1. Minus 1 into minus 1 into 1 is minus 1 into minus is 1. Next, mean for the exponential distribution is 1 by alpha, variance is 1 by alpha square, standard deviation is square root of variance means that is again 1 by alpha. Here mean and standard deviation are equal for the exponential distribution. Next, problems. Find the value of c such that f of x which is equal to x plus x divided by 6 plus c, if or x divided by 6 plus c in the interval 0 to 3, 0 is less than or equal to, x is less than or equal to 3, f of x is 0 elsewhere. Since f of x is probability distribution function, because it satisfies the f of x is greater than or equal to 0. Here greater than f of x is greater than 0 and equal to 0. That's why f of x is greater than or equal to 0. What is the condition for probability distribution function? That is minus infinity to infinity f of x dx which is equal to 1. Here minus infinity to f of x dx which is equal to 1 means what is the interval is given? 0 to 3 is given. That's why minus infinity to in place of minus infinity to infinity we have to take 0 to 3, that is 0 to 3. X by 6. Here what is 0 to 3 f of x? F of x is x divided by 6 plus 6, that is x divided by 6 plus c dx which is equal to 1. Again integrate with respect to x. Integration of x is x square divided by 2. X square divided by 2 into 6 is x square divided by 12. Integration of c with respect to dx is cx. Interval is 0 to 3, which is equal to 1. Again see here, minus infinity to infinity f of x dx, which is equal to 1. Here interval is given as 0 is less than or equal to x is less than or equal to 3. In place of minus infinity to infinity, 0 to 3. What is the f of x in the interval 0 to 3? X divided by 6 plus c dx, x divided by 6 plus c dx, which is equal to 1. Here integration with respect to x means this becomes x square divided by 2. X square divided by 2 means x square divided by 12 plus integration of c dx is cx. Interval is 0 to 3, which is equal to 1. Next again, upper limit is, what is the upper limit? 3 is the upper limit, 0 is the lower limit. Next, in place of x square is 3. 3 square is 9 divided by 12 plus c into 3. Next again lower limit is 0, which is equal to 1. Next 3 1 ja, 3 4 ja, that is 3 by 4 plus 3c, which is equal to 1. Again this goes to here, 3 by 4 plus 3c, which is equal to 1. Again this goes to left hand side. Left hand side means what is the answer? 3c, which is equal to 1 minus 3 by 4. 4 1 ja 4. 4 minus 3 is 1 by 4. 3c, which is equal to 1 by 4. C, which is equal to 1 by 2. Next, substitute c in f of x. What is the f of x? That is x by 6 plus c. F of x, which is equal to x by 6 plus c value is 1 by 2. Interval is 0 to 3. First we have to find out p of 1 less than or equal to x is less than or equal to 2. Here interval is 1 to 2. 1 to 2. What is the f of x here? X by 6 plus 1 by 12 dx. First we have to find out p of 1 is less than or equal to x is less than or equal to 2. What is the value of 1 into a to b? That is 1 to 2. What is f of x? X divided by 6 plus 1 divided by 12. That is x divided by 6 plus 1 by 12 dx. Again integration of x divided by 6 dx is x square divided by 12 plus integration of 1 by 12 is x divided by 12. Interval is 1 to 2. Again here 1 by 12 is common. 1 by 12 is common. Upper limit is, what is upper limit? 2 square plus 2 minus lower limit is, in place of x square is 1 means 1 plus 1. Here 2 square plus 2 is 6. 2 square is 4 plus 2 is 6 minus 1 plus 1 is 2, that is 6 minus 2. Again 6 minus 2 is 4. This is 1 by 12. 4 on ja. This is 1 by 12. 6 minus 2. 6 minus 2 is 2. 6 minus 2 is 4. 4 by 12 is 1 by 3. This is the required answer. Next again we have to find out, again we have another problem on CDF, that is continuous distribution function or probability distribution function. That is, find a constant k such that, this is the important question, find constant k such that f of x, which is equal to k, find a constant k such that f of x, which is equal to kx square, which is in the interval 0 to 3 and 0 otherwise, is a PDF. It is also already given as it is a probability distribution function. Also compute p of 1 is less than x is less than 2 and p of x is less than or equal to 1. Next p of x is greater than 1. Next fourth one mean and fifth one is variance. What we have to find out? First one, p of 1 is less than x less than 2 and p of x is less than or equal to 2. P of x is greater than 1 and mean and variance. We are given function as PDF, that is probability distribution function. F of x is PDF. This is the condition. F of x is greater than or equal to 0 and integration over minus infinity to infinity f of x dx, which is equal to 1. We know that what is the condition for PDF, that is minus infinity to infinity f of x dx, which is equal to 1. Your interval is given as 0 to 3, that is 0 to 3. What is the f of x? That is in the interval 0 to 3. What is the f of x? That is kx square, which is equal to 1. Here integration with respect to x square with respect to dx means k is constant. Integration of x square is x cube divided by 3. Interval is 0 to 3, that is 1. Again see here, integration in place of x is 3, that is 3 cube is, this is 3 cube divided by 3, lower limit is 0, 3 cube is 27, 27 divided by 3 is 9, that is k into 9, which is equal to 1. Here k value is, what is the k value? K value is 1 by 9. Here f of x, which is equal to kx square. What is f of x is kx square, in place of k is 1 by 9, that is x square divided by 9. First we have to find out p of 1 is less than x is less than 2. Here interval is 1 to 2. In case of f of, what is f of x? That is x square divided by 9 dx. This is 1 by 9 is, take it outside. Take it outside means, what is the answer? Integration of x square is x cube divided by 3. Interval is 1 by 2. Again see here, integration of x square is x cube divided by 3. Interval is 1 by 2. 1 to 2. Next again see here, 1 by 9. Upper limit is 2 cube divided by 3 minus 1 cube divided by 3. 2 cube is 8 divided by 3 minus 1 by 3. Here 3 is the LCM, 3 9s are 27, that is 1 by 27. 8 minus 1 is 7. This is the value of p of 1 less than x less than 2 is 7 divided by 27. Here p of x is less than or equal to 1. Less than or equal to 1 means you have to take interval 0 to 1, because here less than is 0. 0 to 1 x square divided by 9. In this case here 0 to 1 means here 1 by 9 is constant. Take it outside. Integration of x square is x cube divided by 3, that is interval is 0 to 1. Again 1 by 9, upper limit is 1, that is 1 by 3, lower limit is 0, neglected, that is 1 by 9 into 1 by 3. Answer is 1 by 27. Next, third one is, we have to find out p of x is greater than 1. In this case we have the condition, if it's greater than 1 means less than or equal to 1, that is 1 minus p of x is less than or equal to 1. We know that p of x is less than or equal to 1, that is 1 minus p of x is less than or equal to 1 means p of, here p of x is greater than 1 means which is equal to 1 minus p of x is less than or equal to 1. This is 1 minus p of x is less than or equal to 1 means 1 divided by 27. 27 1 is 27 minus 1 is 26 divided by 27. Fourth one is mean. Mean means mean which is equal to minus infinity to infinity x f of x. Mean which is equal to minus infinity to infinity x f of x. Here what is the minus infinity to infinity means 0 to 3. First condition 0 to 3. That is x is x only. F of x is x square divided by 9. This is 1 by 9 is constant. 0 to 3. X into x square is x cube dx. Again here 1 by 9 integration over x cube is x to the power 4 divided by 4. 0 to 3. Here 9 4s are 36, that is 1 by 36 x to the power 4. Interval is 0 to 3. 0 to 3. Again upper limit is 3 to the power 4 minus lower limit is 0, that is 3 to the power 4 minus 0. 3 to the power 4 is 81. This is 1 by 36. 81 divided by 1, 81 divided by 36. This is 9 divided by 4. 9 divided by 9 now. 9 9 ja 9 4 ja. This is 9 by 4. Again we have to find out variance. What is the variance? V which is equal to minus infinity to infinity x square f of x dx minus mu square. Mu square means here mu value is mean. Mean means what is the mean? 9 by 4. Interval is 0 to 3 x square f of x is x square divided by 9 dx minus, here mu value is 9 by 4 whole square. Again this is x square is x to the power 4 divided by 9 dx minus 81 divided by 16. Again see here 1 by 9 x to the power 5 divided by integration of x to the power 4 dx is x to the power 5 divided by 5, that is 0 to 3 minus 81 divided by 16. Next this is 9 4 ja 45, 1 divided by 45. 3 to the power 5 is 243. 3 to the power 5 is 243. This is 1 divided by 45. Next 9 5 ja 9 27 ja is through 243. Next this is 81 divided by 16. What is remaining here? 27 divided by 9 minus 81 divided by 16. 81 divided by 16. Next By taking LCM, this is 16 5 is 16 5 is 80. 16 5 is 80 means you have to multiply this by 16 and this by 5. 27 into 16 is 432. 81 into 5 is minus 400. This is 405. 432 minus 405 is 27 divided by 8. This is the required answer.